All right! Welcome back to As It Should Be. Paul Bertolino here in the World Famous As It Should Be Studios. Yeah, well.
Yup.
Anyway, so, no, I'm kidding. We also have Crystal Durant here.
Hi. How's it going?
We have Tommy Von Voigt over here.
Hey.
And we have 1985. We have 1985.
Yeah.
And we are going to discuss our favorite albums of 1985. Mm-hmm. I have a really great idea.
Yeah.
What's that?
How about if Tommy starts this one?
Ooh, that means you have the last word, Paul. Yeah.
As it should be.
Look at his face now. He's not happy.
Are you wanting to renegotiate?
No. There's only so much damage you can do. You can't hurt me.
You can't.
The damage has already been done. And that was the releases of 1985.
Now, I'll just ignore you.
Oh my God.
Did you say something, Tommy?
All right, you fucker. Okay. So, honorable mention.
Oh, honorable.
Honorable.
1985
honorable mentions. Everybody's Crazy, Michael Bolton. Whitney Houston, self-titled. Voices Carry, Till Tuesday. Rough Cut, self-titled. Killing Is My Business and Business Is Good by Megadeth. UTFO, self-titled. Rhythm of the Night, DeBarge. Seven the Hard Way, Pat Benatar. I Want Your Love, Brenda K. Starr. Knee Deep in the Hoopla, Starship. Vox Humana, Kenny Loggins. Lisa and Cult Jam with Full Force, self-titled.
Yeah.
Yes.
But let me say that I'm surprised that none of those are on your list.
Well, because you gotta let me
shocked.
get to my list.
I'm just saying. Your lift.
You know what?
Lift.
No, I don't know.
I'm just
Paul.
gonna. I'm just gonna let you continue. I'm just gonna shut up for this part.
I think perhaps that'd be best.
Because that would be best.
Oh fuck!
But I will be discussing this later. That would be
Which
best.
will be best.
You know, I do think that would be best.
You're doing so much better than me, you
so
fucker.
good.
Damn it. He's even doing the faces.
Of course.
All right. My number 10 for 1985. Heart, self-titled. Yup.
What's on this?
Oh God!
God.
What about love?
How do you not know?
I'm kidding.
Every shitty MTV synthesizer song
I
of
know.
Heart is
I
on
was
that album.
just joshing. Of course.
Every single Heart song that opens where like the intro comes in, it could be any fucking band of the entire decade.
Ow!
But then Ann Wilson's voice comes in. All those songs.
All of those songs.
No.
Got it.
First of all, you're fucking wrong, because that also describes the 1987 album too.
Yes, it does. Oh, yes, it does.
And I like both of them.
And when was there another one? There was another one after that that kind of followed that same pattern.
Brigade, 1990.
Brigade, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
I don't like Brigade as much. For me, it's the self-titled
That must really
and
suck.
Bad Animals are the two. I like
Bad
them.
Animals, wow.
There's some good stuff on Brigade, but not yeah. Anyway, by number 9. I just want to just shove this right in Bertolino's face here. By number 9.
What, that you like something that I don't? How can I take this?
AC/DC, Fly on the Motherfucking Wall! Yeah!
Yeah? Who didn't see that coming?
Shake your foundations! Oh my God! Fucking Sink the Pink, Back in Business. Oh my God!
Back in Business. Sink the Pink is embarrassing. Oh, the whole record's embarrassing.
You're a fucking embarrassment. Anyway, moving on. Number 8. Accept with Metal Hearts. Yes.
You know,
Really?
I was kind of off the bus with them by that time that album came out.
Oh my God. Oh,
I had the
record.
flat for it though. I had the promo slick.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Didn't buy the record.
All right, Murky and Lurky over here. Let's see. What's next?
A murky lurky.
All right, number 7. Tears for Fears. Songs from the Big Chair.
Yes.
All
God
right.
damn it.
Fair.
This
All
is
right.
your
Yeah, okay, now we're on to
All right,
Damn.
We're on to something
maybe
now.
I'll shut the both of you up for a little bit here.
Okay.
Until the next one.
Okay.
Yeah.
What I have to do is I have to pace out my top 10 list in a certain way that like they're like grumble, 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 and then I'll give them something.
And then we
right?
calm
That's
down.
good.
I'll give them their candy, and then we go back to the stuff that's good for them. They don't want to eat it. All right. Number 6, Honeymoon Suite, The Big Prize.
I don't even know who
That's
that
not
is.
even. That's not even worth my fucking comments.
Who is that?
Honey,
They were Canadian hard rock band.
Take the term hard rock with a grain of salt.
So,
You-
they're from Canada?
They're from Canada.
Oh.
Listen, the man in the pink sleeveless Cyndi Lauper shirt knows what the fuck he's talking about when it comes to hard rock. Do not question him. Paul, I said do not question him, Paul.
I like I said, I have no. I'm not even gonna bother with this.
It's fine. I just never heard
Honeymoon
of them.
Suite's not even worth me discussing.
I never heard of them.
I'm not even gonna. I don't even hate it. It's not worth the.
I probably saw the record at work,
Fucking
but I just don't know.
bugs flying. The shit you're spewing right now is drawing fucking flies, Paul.
Sorry, it's
All right,
coming from me.
Number 5, ZZ Top, Afterburner.
Mm-hmm.
Yup. Is this how this shit's gonna be? Huh?
I liked it.
Is this how this shit's gonna be?
I did, yeah.
Yes.
I'm a sucker for ZZ
It's a fun
Top.
fucking record.
It's a fun record.
Yes.
It's goofy.
Fun record.
Yeah.
I tell you right now, you keep fucking with me. Wait till you see what I pull next year.
Something that sucks, probably. I mean, you know what? I mean,
what else is it gonna be?
I mean, come on. I mean, I don't expect any surprises there.
All right.
Number 4, Oingo Boingo, Dead Man's Party.
You know what?
That's a great goddamn album.
You know, I don't really care much about it now, like one way or the other. I don't dislike it. I really liked it back then, though.
Yeah.
It's just one of those records that kind of didn't stand the test of time for me, but it didn't become a bad album over time. I'm just not into it now.
Okay, no problem.
Danny Elfman is a weirdo, but he's a
Yes,
great
he is.
composer.
All right, my number 3, Dead or Alive with Youthquake.
Yes.
Crystal, give me some. There we go.
Hello. How can you not have that record? Come on.
I
That record
managed
is
somehow.
delicious. You
Ooh,
kidding
so
me?
Good, so good. Yes, lots of dancing.
All right, my number 2, Phil Collins, No Jacket Required.
Yeah.
No quality required.
Oh, come on.
Paul, you fucking curmudgeonly bastard. Come on.
It's Phil Collins. Come on, it's Phil Collins. No jacket required.
Oh, God.
In case you didn't catch that part.
All right, Paul. Paul,
So good.
I'm going to do you a solid right now, okay? I'm going to do
And
you a
admit that it's
solid.
not really
no,
that great
shut
of a
up. Now I'm going to do you a solid. I'm going to read off my number 1,
Uh-oh.
okay?
Okay. And it's gonna be some band that I like. Is it? one of these two? No. The bees are buzzing. I don't know. What's the... All right, bees above.
So,
All right, bees above.
I'm just saying, I would advise you refrain
Okay.
from any snark or sarcasm for this next entry.
I know what it is. You know what? All kidding aside, I know what it is.
You just need
And
to
I will sit here and
just
I will
silence.
I will
let me have this.
I will give you.
This next album, now I'm cheating a little bit because I normally don't do soundtrack albums, especially soundtrack albums that aren't like a musical soundtrack album, which you justify as being like an album. This is just a collection of pop songs and one song that was written specifically for this film. But but the main song and a lot of music on it, but the main song and the film that that this is from is so deeply fundamentally important to me that I had to break my rule. And my number 1 from 1985 is the original motion picture soundtrack for The Goonies.
Of course it is.
Yes.
Yes, I cannot put it into, I've said before, I cannot put it into proper words how much this means to me. It was just the absolute right thing at the right point in my life, delivered in the right way, that it just became a part of who I am. So
I have to tell you something. I meant to send you pictures this week. So at work one morning, when my coworker Eddie came in, because we have a little monitor at the front desk, and you can get YouTube or whatever on it, everything. So you can go to different channels because it's Time Warner cable, whatever. And he was just like flipping through, like, what are we gonna watch until the first dog shows up? And he found the Goonies. He's like, oh my god, I love the Goonies so much. Oh shit, blah blah blah. And he's like 41, 42, something like that. So I was like, man, I've never seen this fucking movie. My friend Tommy, blah blah, Goonies this, Goonies that. And he's like, what? I love this Tommy guy. What the fuck? Blah 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 blah. So I wound up watching a half an hour of it. And we came in when they were already underground, and then when Chunk meets the weird guy and all that stuff. And I was like, oh, you know what? This isn't half bad. So, yeah.
So are you going to actually make a point of watching
I'm going to
the
make a
whole
point.
thing?
You know what? I'll come over to your house and watch it.
Well, I mean, it's gonna be a whole thing though.
That's fine.
Like,
But if you walk into his house, it's already playing, so that's a solid.
It's already
plan.
on loop on the
That's a
monitor
solid
over there in
plan.
the corner. Yeah. Yeah, I'll come to your house and watch it front to back.
Okay, because if it's the first time you've ever actually seen the Goonies, I feel like an immense sense of like pressure right now. I have to make sure that the snacks are right, the lighting is right. I got to get like a print on film. Like
Yeah.
I need to make sure that you experience this the right way.
Yeah, yeah.
I wonder if I can rent a projector.
And then we can listen to the soundtrack in stereophonic, quadraphonic sound.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Right now, Melissa's listening to this episode. She's saying, "Oh God, that means he's going to buy
no.
more shit."
I'm sorry, Melissa. I didn't want it to turn out that way. I just wanted to come over and watch it.
This time, it's Crystal's fault. It's not me. I didn't want to do this, but she gave me no choice.
Yeah, sorry.
Anyway,
But it's a generational thing. I think anybody who was in the ballpark of Tommy's age. That's that sits in a particular
Big
place.
movie. I get it.
Yeah.
Some,
totally
I mean,
get
for
it.
some people more than others, for sure. For me, to an extreme.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But yeah, that's what I think it really is, a generational thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. I was graduating college.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, it's going to mean something totally
Goonies
different.
what?
For kids that were around that age in the 90s, for them, it would be something like The Sandlot. That's their Goonies.
Yeah, now talk about really being off my radar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
The
did you see The
Sandlot,
Sandlot?
Oh, you know, actually, I did, and it's actually a fantastic film.
Oh, okay, well.
And I would have loved to have seen it 10 years younger because it would have blown my mind
would have
like
loved
the
it,
Goonies
yeah.
did.
Oh, yeah.
But it's really good. But anyway, that's my 1985 top 10.
All right.
All right.
I like it.
You know what? I will break my recent rule and I will
Clap for
applaud
yourself.
for myself because you know what? God damn it, I deserve it. I
As
do.
It should be. Yes.
All right there, Stuart Smalley. All right, let's do this. Let's go all right, all the way to our commercials. Woohoo!
It fits. No nonsense pantyhose. The first pantyhose with 16-point contouring fits you like nothing else. Shapes itself perfectly from your ankle all the way to your waist. No nonsense fits like no other pantyhose. And now buy 2 pair of no nonsense control top and get 1 pair free inside special boxes on display.
And that's no nonsense.
Okay. We are back.
We're going over to
Crystal.
That's right. It was the year 1985. Oh, yeah. Okay, here are my runners-up. The album Mantronics, First and Last and Always by Sisters of Mercy. Single Life by Cameo. Cupid and Psyche 86 by Screedy Politi. Or sorry, 85 by Screedy Politi. Big Lizard in My Backyard by the Dead Milkmen. Dare to Be Stupid by Weird Al Yankovic. Ready for the World? Self-titled. This is the Sea by the Waterboys. The Jets. I got a crush on you. Listen Like Thieves by NXS. Sun City by Artists United Against Apartheid. How to Be a Zillionaire by ABC. This is Big Audio Dynamite by Big Audio Dynamite. Psycho Candy by Echo and the Bunnymen. Riptide by Robert Palmer. And Who's Zoomin' Who by Aretha Franklin. Oh yeah, and Hounds of Love by Kate Bush.
You know, that record is so overpriced now. Money just came out of your bank account just from mentioning it on this video. You know what I
check
mean?
my Zelle.
Yeah, you just lost about $100. on
Oh,
your account.
God.
Really? Is that expensive now?
Oh, probably because of Stranger Things.
It's exactly
Oh,
why.
right. Stranger
Yeah,
Things.
but you know what? I'm not mad at it, though, because Kate Bush was getting all that Stranger Things money.
Yeah, good for her.
She owns her
I
publishing.
hope so. I damn well hope so.
Oh, she owns her publishing?
Yes,
Oh,
they
good.
had to reach out to her directly to ask her
Ask her
permission.
for it? Oh,
Well, I think
fuck.
she probably did things right, and she probably owned her own shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it turned out she was actually a fan of the show, and she's like, "Of course you can use my song." And then she got crazy paid
man.
for
And
it.
now she's going, oh yeah.
As it fucking should be.
Yes,
Right.
use more songs.
Yeah.
We can have a discussion about that
All right.
another day.
But your actual list list.
Here's my list. Coming in at number 10 is Radio by LL Cool J, which is a seminal hip-hop rap album. You couldn't escape it. The tour was ridiculous. There was a gigantic boombox on stage. It was so funny. Oh, he ran around with his shirt off. It was good.
Who knew?
Who knew? Yeah, with his Kangol on though,
Mm-hmm.
but shirtless and ripped. Crazy.
But you weren't paying any attention
No,
to
I
such
did not.
things.
I ignored it. Coming in at number 9, I got Youthquake by Dead or Alive. Yeah. Yes, Dead or Alive.
Goddamn
they were
right.
a really interesting amalgam of new wave and disco. They were a new wave disco band. Every song they did was pretty much 4 on the floor. Mm-hmm. I love them.
Yeah. Do you know where they got that from, though?
No.
So when they were working with Stock Aitken Waterman, Saw.
Stock Aitken Waterman.
Saw had recently done a record for Divine.
Oh
shit.
Where they kind of pulled that sound out of their ass,
okay.
and so Dead or Alive heard that because Dead or Alive had already put out a record.
Yeah.
And
it didn't sound like that.
And it didn't sound like that,
Nope,
and
it
it did
did
not
not.
do very well either.
No.
And they heard that, and they went and they hooked up with Saw, and they're like, "You need to make us sound like that Divine record."
Right.
Boom, there you go. Another reason to love Divine, outside of all the other things. All right, coming in at number 8 is Low Life by New Order, a new wave synthesizer classic. I love that record. We got Lisa and Cult Jam with Full Force.
Have you heard this one?
A time or two before, yes,
on.
I have.
I wonder if I take you home, will you still be in love, baby? Because I need you tonight. Oh. Do you know that she has the she has a chart of those notes tattooed around her ankle?
Does she really?
Yeah, because that was their first big number 1 hit. Yep.
And did you know
Awesome.
Yeah.
that Cult Jam is currently doing shows with some other woman up front?
Yeah,
This
I
is
do
called
know
Cult
that.
Jam.
They don't have Lisa, huh?
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
like the guys and like some other woman, of course, who's younger than them, because you
Naturally.
Huh. Okay.
know. Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw recently they're playing.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Stunning. Yeah, good shit, man. And All Cried Out. Oh, man. It's so corny. I love that song. And the way it's done. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. And Can You Feel the Beat Within My Heart? Na 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 na. Ah, so great.
Within my heart.
Number 5, we got Run DMC with King of Rock. There is none higher. Sucker MCs should call me sire. Wow, that record. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh, so good. So good. I still listen to that at least once a month. It's so great. Oh, man. Coming in at number 4, I have Head on the Door by The Cure. Love The Cure. They can do no wrong. Number 3, I've got Around the World in a Day.
Really? I thought you hated that record. Every time you've talked about this before, you said you hated it.
But you know what? I started listening to it again, like within the last 6 months, and I kind of got into it.
Really?
All the baggage of the time has
Like, I put it down.
faded away.
Yes.
Interesting.
I stopped being Erykah Badu's bag lady, and I put that baggage down. Yeah, well, the main reason why I hated it was because when I was working at Listening Booth Records, we had to play one record from every genre all day long. And this was the Prince record we had to listen to all
Is it
day
the album you had to play in the Prince
long.
genre?
All of the time. Well, this was the pop
Prince genre.
It was this,
You know.
and Whitney Houston's first album, Dire Straits' Brothers in Arms,
Oh.
and I forget what the other non-classical shit was. But I grew to hate this record because I just got so sick of it, and I'm at work.
Right.
Not that it was a bad job. I mean, I was at a fucking record store. So it wasn't like I was, mopping the floor of a factory. But still, I had to listen to it at least 5 times a day.
Yeah,
at
and
the
you're
very
associating
least.
this music with being
With
at
that,
work.
yeah. So that's why I hated it for so long. But
That's
then
too
I was
bad.
like, you know what? It's been a long time. Let me listen to this fucking thing. And I it's good. I do like it. It's more than the hits.
Okay.
Number 2 is Slave to the Rhythm by Grace Jones. Oh man, this was her breakthrough pop record, I think.
Breakthrough, if there really is truly one for her.
Well, I mean, it was mainstream. Like, this song was on the radio. Yeah. I would say that it was more popular amongst mainstream people than any of her other records.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure.
It's as commercial as she gets.
Thank you. Very commercial, yeah, and it's great. But my number 1 album of 1985 is Songs from the Big Chair by Tears for Fears. Come on. That record is so fucking amazing in every way, shape, or form. The lyrics are incredible. The musicianship, the arrangements. I still listen to that record at least once a week, all the time. It's so good. It's so good because it's new wave. It's kind of doom and gloom. If you really pay attention to the lyrics, it's like somebody's therapy session. Basically, ideas as opiates. I mean, come on. It's really, really good record. So that's my number one.
All right.
I listened to that more than anything that year. Yeah.
Yeah. I can't fault you on that one.
Dig it.
Thank you again,
All right.
Diane, because we listen to that every day.
So there you go, Crystal's list. Crystal's 1984
yay
list.
me. Huzzah. Tommy yawn. You didn't have to
Tommy.
yawn, Tommy. Fuck.
Yeah, come on, get into the groove.
No, fuck that.
Come on, you got
get in the
proof.
groove. Oh.
No.
All right. Well, if you're gonna bait me like that. Yeah.
All right.
All it takes is to dangle a little Madonna in front of his face.
Yeah, well, get ready. We'll be right back after these messages.
Hi, we're New Edition, and we're here to introduce the great new taste of Coca-Cola, the taste of today.
Yeah, Coke is it.
Come on, check it out now. It's got a new taste. It's a definite wow.
A great event. It's hip, it is.
A big smash hit.
And making it free. It's the way that you feel when you don't read.
This new taste is a hit.
Coke is it, Coke is it.
Who wears short shorts? We wear short shorts. If you dare wear short shorts, Nair for short shorts.
Nair leaves legs smoother, longer than shaving. Cotton rubbed on both legs proves it. The Nair leg is smoother.
If you dare wear short shorts, Nair for short shorts.
Nair with baby oil, Nair with aloe vera, and new Nair roll-on for bikini area and underarms.
We'll all to the right. From the all to the right.
Yeah, we're back.
All right, and back to.
Over to Paul.
All right, it's Paul's turn. Yeah.
no.
What song
All
did you got,
right.
Paul? All right.
All right.
Tell us what albums Red Cross put out in 1985, Paul.
They put out 0.
Really?
That's right.
Oh, dear.
They weren't very prolific. But I do have I have 5 honorable mentions. Oh, I have 6 honorable mentions actually. An album you guys really love, and I don't really love anymore. But I was, I was kind of hard up for records to list. The first Fine Young Cannibals. I liked it at the time. Hoodoo Gurus with Mars Needs Guitars.
Guitars. Oh, yeah.
Stevie Ray Vaughan with Soul to Soul, his third album, which I only recently learned that a lot of people think is a weak album. I think that's one of his. I love that record. You can't change it, can't rearrange it. Great stuff. Come on. Hey, 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 mama, look at little sister, right in the backyard. Come on.
Yeah.
All right. Sting with Dream of the Blue Turtles.
Boo.
No. Yeah. Well, whatever. I cannot stand Sting, but
You love that record.
I just have this thing about that record, and it's. I'm wrong. I know that I am, but I can't.
He hates Sting and everything he stands for, but he loves that record.
You like what you like,
Well, it's better
man.
than fucking 10 Summer's Tales,
Well, of course.
or anything that came after.
After
What's the one
that.
that came after that? That has. Never mind the weather, we should always be
Oh, but you know
together."
what? I love that
Oh,
song.
fuck that song. That's like the fucking.
Yeah.
That's like the
We'll
Susudio
be
of Sting.
together tonight.
All right. Y&T down for the count. And probably the only truly great album out of all of these, Run DMC, King of Rock. Yeah. Okay.
I forgot. What does Y&T stand for again?
Yesterday and
Yesterday's and
Today.
Today's.
That's it.
Named after this album.
Is it really?
That is why they were called Yesterday and
I
Today.
didn't realize that.
Oh, I did not know
That's
that.
neat.
See, the list of things that the Beatles have to answer for is so long, we can never get to it all. Okay, so number 10 on my proper list here. An album that some could potentially put on their worst of the year, but I genuinely like this record. Kiss, Asylum. That, as far as mid-'80s, like MTV, non-makeup Kiss goes, I think this is one of their stronger albums.
I have no dogs in this race.
Okay, well, yeah, you know. All you Kiss fans know, but then you know because even the shittiest albums you guys think
You
are
love
great.
it anyway.
All you real Kiss fans, but, you know, fake Kiss fans like me. All right, so number 9, Yngwie Malmsteen with Marching Out.
Yngwie Malmsteen.
Yeah, Yngwie Malmsteen with Marching Out. Whoa, yeah. Now, this is his second album. The first album had mostly instrumental stuff, and this is kind of the first album that was all songs, proper songs. And I loved this album so much at the time. You know, God, I don't remember even what it was that made me buy this record, but I bought it, and I loved it. And then I went back to it a couple years ago or so, after not having heard it for decades, and it completely stood up. I remembered every song. I'm like, oh, fuck, that song. Oh, yeah, that song. And it was like, this is all still really good. So yeah,
All
makes
right.
my list.
Yngwie.
Okay, my number 8 album. Scarecrow, John Cougar Mellencamp.
Blood on the Scarecrow.
The one, this is my favorite Mellencamp album, easily.
Really?
Yeah, like this is really great. You know, it's one of those albums that has
Small Town.
well, yeah, but the song titles are not that easily found because it's tiny.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, no, this has Rain on the Scarecrow. It has Small Town, yeah,
Lonely
which is
Old
all right.
Night is on
Lonely
there.
Old Night. But this is also one of those albums where the deep cuts are as strong, if not stronger, like Minutes to Memories and Face of the Nation. Yeah, really, really good stuff. Okay. All right, number 7. Money is about to be siphoned out of my account because Hounds of Love by Kate Bush. Oh, God. Whoa, that was a costly one. All right.
Ouch.
Yeah. What else is there to say about that? Nothing. So number 6. If you listen very carefully, Like a Thief. In Excess, Listen Like Thieves. And talk
Yes.
about a greatest hits album. This.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, what you need. Listen Like Thieves, Kiss the Dirt Falling Down the Mountain, Shine Like It Does, Good Times, Bad Times. This time, it's just,
Will be the last time.
yeah, it's practically, it's at least half of this
Like this. Yeah,
was a
it's great
single or
record.
was on the radio regularly.
It's a great record.
And it's great. Number 5, Songs from the Big Chair, Tears for Fears.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. It's really kind of too bad after those first 2 albums that they couldn't,
Get it together.
well, that they couldn't have kind of rode that for a little while longer, maybe just a
Yeah.
couple more albums,
I
but
know. I don't understand what
went
happened.
wrong?
Yeah,
Yeah.
what
Yeah,
happened?
just
They
the
made a
bottom
weird
fell out.
turn, and then this is the
Seeds of
other-
Love is a bad album.
It's not.
there are
good.
a couple songs on it I like,
that
but
song.
overall,
Oh, the title track is brilliant.
it's
yes.
great, but the rest of it not good.
Deeply disappointing.
Yeah.
Especially when you compare it to the first 2 albums.
0 stars. Cannot
0.
recommend.
1 star for me. But all right, number 4. Okay, now this is a weird kind of entry, and it's an unusual kind of entry that we hadn't really discussed. You know, I've said we try to not put live albums. We avoid comps. This is actually a comp of completely unreleased material. So technically it's a new album.
Okay.
Because none of the songs have been out, but it's an old band who did not exist anymore. But everybody was there were new reissues out of this band. And
Judges, we allow it.
Yep, the judges are allowing
Okay.
it. Yep.
Velvet Underground with VU.
I thought about that.
Yeah. See, the thing I mean, honestly, this is one of my favorite Velvet Underground albums. I think this is better than a lot of their actual albums.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And again, it's entirely songs you didn't have already, so it's for all
It
intents
sold
and
really
purposes,
well
it's a new
too.
album.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. So number 3. Around the World in a Day.
Ding ding
Prince.
ding ding ding.
My crappy dollar bin copy with the water damage. I have a better copy of it.
That's
trust me.
okay.
But
Was that on either one of your lists, Tommy? No.
either one of your lists is.
Well, we haven't,
can't tell
we
us
haven't
yet.
read the other list.
No, I meant runners up and
No, it was not.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Around the World in a Day, always really loved because that's when he got on his 60s trip.
Yes.
You know, so I was a sucker for that. You know, yeah. So I was just heavily into that record. But
And the other reason why I liked it more after the fact is because working at a record store is like being a bartender. Everybody's got their problems. They got to tell you what their fucking problems are. I don't give a fuck. And so everybody's like, ooh, new Prince. And then they come back and return it the next day. This sucks. It's not Purple Rain.
the only good song on it is Pop Life.
Pop Life. That's
Yeah.
it. Meh. And I'm like, did you expect Purple Rain Part 2? Because there's no movie called that. Let the man live.
Well,
Like,
also,
let him
have
do
you listened to
whatever.
Prince albums before? Like, there's always something different about every album.
But that's just it. These were Purple Rain fans who
Right.
expected that
Yeah.
again. And then me and Tracy and Dorothy had to explain to them and Travis why he didn't do Purple Rain Part 2. There are good songs on here. Get the fuck out. And no, we're not taking it back.
Do you have No Dog in the Around the World in a Day race?
I do.
You don't?
I do.
Oh, you dislike it?
I don't like it. You're jumping the gun, Bertolino.
Okay, well, you know, I just...
His silence was...
I need the all the exercise I can
Gun has been jumped.
Okay. Well, all right. Now, I will say though, that album hasn't really stood the test of time for me. I did put it at number 3, but I feel like it's almost kind of in honor of how I always used to feel about it. I like it now, but I don't love it like I used to. You know. So
can
maybe
do
you and
that.
I are kind of slowly trading places.
I think we are.
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh, trading places.
All right. Yeah. Oh, there's a reference for you. Yeah.
That's 83.
All right, number 2. An album I don't have here. Fables of the Reconstruction by R.E.M.
I knew it.
Yeah, you knew that was going to be number 2.
I knew it. I knew it would be in your top 5.
Well, yeah, of course.
sure.
I mean, you know,
Yeah.
who didn't know that? But yeah, that's the third REM album, and that's kind of that's the only REM kind of does the same thing with like Prince, where they have a lot of albums that kind of all sound the same, but they do
They change it
they
up.
change it up. I mean, you know, like this third album, there's no other Prince album. There's no other REM album that sounds like this.
Yeah.
It's really kind of an odd duck in their catalog, and I kind of like it more now than I ever have, and I always loved it. But my number 1. My number 1. Oh shit. The Dukes of Stratosphere with 25 O'Clock.
Yeah. I forgot about that.
Now this Dukes of Stratosphere is XTC in disguise.
Did any of you know that out there? In
A lot
YouTube
of you
land?
did.
I
There's
hope
some
so.
of you who knew that.
Yeah.
This is XTC under a pseudonym making 60s music and
Never
doing
heard
it
of this.
incredibly.
Never heard of this.
It's
Really?
fucking amazing.
It's really amazing.
It's
I forgot about it.
so well done. It's original songs, you know, total 60s, but they have the production down, they have the arrangements. It's
The sound.
the sound. I mean, the thing about this is I was listening to this back in the 80s when it was new, and now after all this time has passed, this feels like a 60s classic to me now because now it has that distance. You know, it's really truly on that level. Like it's absolutely fucking great stuff. This is actually an EP,
Yeah.
but fuck it, it's still my number 1 album for 1985 by far. Yeah, Dukes of Stratosphere, 25 O'Clock. Woo!
I forgot all about that. You know why? Because we didn't play the listening booth every day.
There you go. All right, my 1985, my weird ass 1985 that has no new wave albums that you guys all think are so cool. Oh, actually, well, Tears for Fears.
I can't clap for you. Not enough sense.
Oh yeah, no
enough
sense,
sense.
no, in
Not-
excess.
Not,
Tears for Fears.
I said not enough sense.
Not enough.
Oh.
Clearly
Every
not
song
enough
has to have
sense.
Oh come on, Kiss Asylum.
Not enough sense.
Around the World in a Day.
You want to earn my applause? I need more sense.
More sense.
Since you've been gone, since you've been gone. Okay, well, since we're gonna be gone here for a minute at least, because we're gonna give you some commercials. All right, here we go.
You wanna make a splash? You wanna watch your cash? Who you gonna call? When your thirst is tall, don't drop the ball. Who you gonna call? New 3-liter Thirst Buster. Gotta have it, cause if you ever run out of Coca-Cola, thirst is gonna get you. Don't be afraid of no thirst. Who you you gonna call? Ghostbuster!
I get angry just thinking about it makes me mad. Little kids doing drugs, it turns my stomach. That stuff hurts. It stops you from living up to your potential. It holds you back. It hurts the user. It hurts his family. And it hurts his friends. I just want to shake some sense into you kids that are using drugs and thinking about using. So remember, don't, or else. Okay?
Since he plugged in his phone.
All right. So what are we doing now? I think we're hating, right?
Yes, we're hating.
Are we keeping track? All right, we're hating.
Hate,
Tommy, hate first.
Hate Tommy.
Well, actually, first, before I hate, I have a holy shit, this exists.
Oh
Holy shit.
It
This
exists.
So, my holy shit, this exists for 1985 is Stormtroopers of Death with Speak English or Die. So,
I remember the album.
So,
Yeah, I remember this.
my little blurb that I had written to say here is, this is what happens when not everyone recognizes satire, including apparently the lead singer. So, for those people not unaware, so when Anthrax recorded Spreading the Disease, they got finished a little bit early. They had a little bit of extra studio time left, so Scotty Ian wrote a bunch of what he described, I believe, as just dumb thrash riffs. He was just trying to write, just heavy, dumb riffs. So he recruited Charlie Benante, who was also the drummer from Anthrax, and they got Danny Lilker, who had been the bassist in Anthrax, and then they booted him for somebody else, so they brought him back, and they got their friend Billy Milano, who I think might have been their roadie or something, to be the singer. And the whole idea, as far as I am aware, was they were intentionally writing basically a comedy album. They wanted the songs to just be dumb and heavy and dumb, and all the lyrics were designed to be as deliberately, cartoonishly offensive as possible.
Right.
Like, songs like Speak English or Die, Fuck the Middle East, all sorts of lovely songs like that.
Surprise!
Yeah. Premenstrual Princess Blues is another one on there.
They must be serious.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Sounds like they're really serious, like Animal Fuck Like a Beast.
Here's the thing, though. This was basically supposed to be like a novelty record, like a comedy record. But a lot of people in the metal scene apparently weren't in on the joke, and it became kind of hailed after that as like a crossover punk thrash masterpiece and highly influential by people who missed the joke. And the reason they missed the joke is because they were just bunch of like racist, homophobic shitbags that didn't get that these lyrics were so extreme because they were supposed to be stupid and offensive and funny.
Right.
Surprise!
Yeah, these are all people who hear these things and go, well, yeah.
Yeah, obviously, yeah, fuck the Middle East. Yeah,
like
obviously Speak English or Die.
Well, it's like now if you go to YouTube and you look at clips from like All in the Family and you go into the comments, all those people are like talking about what Archie Bunker is saying, going, well, yeah.
Oh boy.
There's all kinds of
I can only
that.
imagine. It's basically that is this.
Yeah.
That is this. And from what I understand, the singer kind of is one of those guys. And after this project, obviously, ran its course, because of course it did, because Charlie and Scott had Anthrax, and Danny Lilker had Nuclear Assault, I believe, is the band he put together after he got booted from Anthrax. Billy Milano went out and put together a new band called M.O.D.
Yes.
And I've mentioned him before. That band is the band that put out that song called AIDS, Anal Inflicted Death Sentence.
Right.
Exactly.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Yes.
And
Yes.
now all of those guys are currently voting for who.
Gee, I wonder who. I wonder who.
Well,
Guess
yeah,
who they
I mean,
voted for in the last election?
unfortunately, the sad reality is that the people that heard that Speak English or Die record and didn't realize it was supposed to be funny, and like, haha, this is horrible. Who would think this way? Of course, this is stupid and funny. For the people that missed the joke, yes, they all went on and became Trump voters.
Yeah, well, that's a no-brainer. Yeah,
Yes.
water's wet.
Yes, obviously. So that is my holy shit, this exists.
That's a good one.
1985. Sad thing is it's actually a fun album. It's kind of the sad thing about it.
If you take it in the spirit that it was meant.
Take it, yes, exactly, in context, it's fun. In fact, F-Bomb did a tribute to SOD and did some Anthrax songs, and I played bass in that show. And then as we were doing the rehearsals, it occurred to me then, I was like, wait a second, what if there's people at this show that don't get what this was supposed to be? And I actually kind of had second thoughts about doing it. I went forward and did it because it was fun, but I kind of was like second guessing myself at the last minute there.
You're imagining being up there, being one of the faces for this.
Yeah,
You played bass?
It gave me pause. Yeah.
Have I ever seen you play bass before?
No, just that one show I did.
That's for you to tell us.
But anyway, on to my actual dishonorable mentions for 1985.
Okay.
I've got a few. I've got Only the Strong by Thor. Ooh, I almost feel like that's punching down.
Yeah, it kind of is.
It is kind
But
of.
you know what?
Band,
But it's a
Thor?
bit, yeah. Well, it's John Michael Thor, or Michael Thor, however it's
I don't even know his
MIKL,
name.
however he pronounces his middle name. He was a Canadian bodybuilder that started doing this kind of like
No.
yeah, and he started to do this in the 70s. He called it muscle rock.
He's like this Conan the Barbarian kind of guy.
Yeah. Like, if you see pictures of him and his band from the mid-'80s, I look at it and I'm like, this looks like it's the greatest metal band ever. And then you listen to the records and you're like, ooh, shit, what's everybody, anyone want to go get some food? What's going on? Like,
Thor.
yeah.
Did they use umlauts?
No.
Yeah, see, that's the problem.
It's a missed opportunity right there.
Yeah, see, he
Gotta
just didn't
have
play his
The
cards.
umlau is what would have put the music over the top.
Definitely.
So my next dishonorable mention is Sonic Youth with Bad Moon Rising. Anything
Bad Music Rising.
by Music Rising. I've got Done with Mirrors by Aerosmith.
Oh, yeah. You know, it's not on my list, spoiler alert. I toyed with putting that on my list, but there's a couple songs I really like. I don't, yeah. But it's a miss. That's a miss.
There are some moments on that record where it's like, this could have maybe been something. Ted Templeman produced this record.
Yeah.
What?
Yes, Ted Templeman produced
But
this
even
record.
somebody like Ted Templeman can't make a good record
yeah,
if there are
with
no
the
fucking good
material
songs.
no good
Oh,
songs. Yeah.
yeah.
When I first got that record, I was listening to everything on cassette at the time. We're talking like 1990, 1991. So this was at the height of my deep Aerosmith fandom. It's like these guys could do no wrong. So far, the only thing that I had gotten by them that I was like, was Rockin' a Hard Place. And then I was at the heavy metal tape guy in the flea market that sold all the cassettes and the shirts, and I saw this album there. I was like, Done with Mirrors, let's check that out. I couldn't understand anything I was reading because everything was literally printed in fucking reverse, and I'm listening to the record and I was like, wow, this is as disappointing as Rockin' a Hard Place.
But you bought the cassette, so you had the bonus track, Darkness.
I think I might have, yeah.
Yes, which is actually one of the few songs I like from that album, and it's not even on the album.
Not on the actual proper album.
Yeah.
My next on my dishonorable mentions, Cut the Crap by The Clash.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, they did not.
That is a no boy. Here's a fun little story about that. So back in the day, like 22 years ago, some of my punk rock touring days, the lead guitarist in the band, Billy, his mom was always so supportive of the music that he was playing and listening to and everything. And apparently one day when we were out playing a show, she was just home alone cleaning, and she goes and she's going through his record collection. She puts on Cut the Crap. And so he gets home and she's like, I listened to a Clash album. And he's like, you did? And she's like, I listened to this one. It's called Cut the Crap. And he's like, what did you think of it? And she's like, not their best.
All right, Mom.
That's a nice little way of putting it. Even Mom knows.
Even
Yeah.
Mom knows what stinks.
Next on my dishonorable mentions, ooh, this hurts me to have to do this. Come Out and Play by Twisted Sister.
I mean, I'm not gonna.
It's a problematic album.
That's an understatement.
The songs that I love on this album are the songs that the fans actually hate the most.
Really,
I love Leader of the Pack. I love the title track. I love Be Cruel to Your School.
Oh God!
It's the rest of the record that's an abomination to me. It's just so devoid of any fucking creativity.
There's one really great song on that album for me, and that is
Don't Say the Fire Still Burns.
yes.
Oh God!
Are you kidding me? The Fire Still Burns is easily the best
That
song
is
on
a
that album.
terrible song.
Fucking great. I like the title track is pretty good, and the Fire Still Burns.
Fire
The
Still
rest
Burns
of
is
it,
absolutely creatively bankrupt. Anyway, next, the wrestling album, World Wrestling Federation. And then, before I get to my actual worst of the year, my final dishonorable mention, Prince with Around the World in a Day. I do not like that album. I don't. Perhaps I'm coming at it exactly in the wrong state of mind. I'm hoping for more Purple Rain. But I'm not so much hoping for Purple Rain Part 2. I'm hoping for an album that's just as good as Purple Rain. It doesn't have to sound the same. To me, it's just absolutely fucking weak. It's overly experimental, and it sacrifices actually good songs. There's two songs I like on that. I like Raspberry Beret, and I like America.
I love.
Oh, you don't even like
America.
Pop Life.
I don't.
You
I don't like Pop Life.
That I find interesting.
I don't like Pop Life. I like those two songs specifically. I don't hate Pop Life. The rest of the record is just like,
Man,
I am just not there for it.
Tambourine is a fucking banger. Are you
Yeah, I
fucking
love
kidding me?
Tambourine.
Mow.
Oh man.
Meow. Knocking it right off the table.
It's me.
I'm just not. Here's Round the World in a Day. And then it's gonna stare at it on the floor. All right, my actual worst of the year. Motley Crue with Theater of Pain. Are you freaking kidding me? Of course.
Ciao.
Yeah. Hey man, if you have
course.
an extra $50 lying about, you can get your own copy.
Yeah, but I won't. I think I'd rather just set the money on fire.
One of the few wise decisions you've made in the 80s, Tommy.
That was Home Sweet Home.
I do like Home Sweet Home.
I like
The rest of that
song.
record is just trash.
Yeah,
It
and
is
fucking
genuinely
Smoking in the
bad.
Boys' Room.
Oh right.
That's like-
that
yeah.
terrible cover. Yeah.
Oh, that was. Yeah.
Yeah, Smoking in the Boys' Room is on that. That's when they
Yeah.
started wearing. Yeah, started wearing lace and stuff.
Just
and
no.
it was
Right.
like, yeah, it was just
Nope.
no.
No boy. Anyway,
All right, Crystal.
over to you, Crystal.
Okay, here's my bad list.
Yeah, your bad list.
My bad list.
You got a bad list.
It's a bad.
That's a real bad list.
It's a badass list.
pronounced list.
It's not good, bad. It's bad. All right. Ooh, yeah.
This was some good stuff.
Wowza. All right.
What Ronald Reagan records came out in 1985?
It's all of his
Any
albums.
Ray Stevens and Chipmunks album?
Oh
Yes.
my God, they did some mashups.
There's even some Nutty Squirrels in there. No. All right, I got Bad Moon Rising, Anything, Sonic Youth.
Yeah.
Anything. Terrible. They suck. I got Katrina and the Waves, self-titled album.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Even though I will say that Walking on Sunshine is one of my favorite earworms. It can't help but make you smile because it's so, like, chipper. You know?
It's a really great song.
It's a great
it is.
song. It's a
Genuinely
great
is.
pop song. I don't begrudge that, but the rest of it is not good. I got, oh dear. The Wishing Chair by 10,000 Maniacs.
Now, would you go so far as to say anything?
Anything
by
10,000 Maniacs.
Okay.
Especially that egregious Cat Stevens cover.
Oh, yeah, well.
Just stop it.
Well, hey, you can get the version of it where they cut the song off then.
Oh, I forgot about that.
There's one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because he made some statement, that they didn't like, political statement, and so they had the song cut off the album.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So only the OG copies have it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So be on the lookout for that highly collectible
Coveted.
version.
Oh yeah, it's very coveted by me.
Yeah.
I got Folkshanger by Frank. Phrank. Frank.
Oh,
Remember that?
I do.
She was a woman, shaved head. I guess now you would say maybe she was non-binary or possibly trans. I don't know, but she was very.
She was androgynous.
Androgynous. That's
And
the
yeah,
word I'm
it was
looking for.
not so common in
to see a woman like that. Sinead O'Connor was the only bald woman allowed, and then she
right.
came along.
Right.
But it's not good. It's not good.
No, the record's trash. The record's trash.
I'm not a big fan of a lot of folk music anyway, in general, and this was just awful. And I feel like, yeah, it's just bad. Then I got, let's see. Oh yeah, We Are the World
Oh,
album. Various artists.
yeah.
Thank you, Bob Geldof, rest in peace, for inspiring Americans to get off their ass and do something charitable. And you would think, on paper, what, Quincy Jones, Michael Jackson, ba 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 ba. I mean, who was not in that fucking thing?
Smart people.
Us.
All the smart people.
All the
like
smart
Prince.
people, like Prince, said,
Yeah.
fuck you, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
It is so bad. Not just that one song, but the rest of it is just, what are you doing?
Well, that's the thing is that that's that shitty song where they all come in and, sing together.
Yeah.
And then beyond that is artists contributing
tracks.
And of course, they're giving them the shit track that they
Yes.
weren't going to put on the
On the
next album
record.
because it wasn't even B-side level.
Exactly. It was like F side.
Yeah.
I just want to go on record saying that I have a very soft spot in my heart for Cyndi Lauper's part.
Wow, wow, wow.
Oh my God!
Of course
I
you do.
Love it. Second she opens her mouth, it's magic.
And were you mad when they told her to take off all that fucking jewelry?
Well, I wasn't aware of that.
Oh.
He wasn't in the room at the time.
Yeah,
so.
I wasn't there. I was actually not invited to participate in We Are
But
the World.
when you read about it later on, were you upset?
No, I could see that being something that That's
fucking
more funny
annoying.
than anything else. Yeah. Like, what the
Yeah.
hell were you thinking?
Come on, take that shit off. We're in a recording studio, Cindy.
Well,
Knock it
well,
off.
well.
And then I've got Fine Young Cannibal's self-titled album. Everybody knows I can't stand them.
Fair enough.
I hate his voice. He looks like a turtle.
He does look like a turtle.
He does, right?
He does.
Like the little sharp hook in
He
the
just
front.
does.
The forehead. He looks like a turtle.
That
But-
was his widow's peak.
Widow Peak,
Yeah.
the whole
Yeah.
thing, Widow's Peak, yeah. But the worst one of 1980 and 5 for me is Centerfield by John Fogerty.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, stop it, Tommy. They played that. Shut up, Tommy. They played that record all over the place all the time, especially that single. And the video, was Field of
Centerfield and
Field of Dreams kind of vibe.
no. Well, there was Old Man Down the Road.
Oh, yes.
There was Centerfield.
Field,
There was
Put Me in
Rock and Roll Girls.
Yeah. Ugh.
Yeah.
Those of you from Singles of the Year know that I can't stand his voice. I hated Creedence, and I was like, why isn't this guy stopping? Why are you doing this? I don't like it.
Well, he needs to replenish the funds from how he was
Right.
ripped off
No, sir.
from Credence.
I don't like it.
It's
Ah, well.
good songs. I like
Yeah,
Rock and Roll
I mean,
Girls.
yeah, it's
I like
it's kind of tough.
Centerfield, and I think Crystal.
Are you saying something over
is
there?
Dawn.
Are you talking?
Yeah, he's
Sometimes I think
Yeah.
Crystal really gets it wrong.
No, I don't know, man. I mean, not really,
Reads
because
off a list.
she hates Centerfield. So I mean, what could be wrong with that?
Nothing. I'm right.
I'm going for my first fucking high five.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Paul, get on with it.
Yeah, Paul.
All right.
Do your worst.
Ooh, chill.
Oh, well, there's a whole list of people here who already have, and I'm going to tell you about them. All right, I have 7. I have 6.
I just.
Oh, no.
I just do-
You're going to want to hear this.
should I
You're
do
going to want to hear
nanny,
this.
nanny,
You're going to be
poo-poo?
here for it.
You're going to want to hear this.
You're going to love it all. Okay, I have 6 dishonorable mentions and a worst of the year.
All right.
The Clash cut the crap. I mean, did I even need to bother to say
you
this?
didn't.
That's
No,
that's
you
implied.
didn't. Yeah.
Wasp with The Last Command.
Oh, Wasp.
Right?
Yeah,
I bought that album because of the song Blind in Texas.
That's-
Like, there was a video for that was on MTV ahead of the album, and I liked it.
Oh,
Blind in Texas?
I'm blind in Texas.
terrible song.
And so for some reason I really liked it, and I bought the record. It was just dire. Like honestly, I think this particular album played a part in me starting to get out of my metal phase. Like that's the impact
beginning of the
this
end.
record had.
So bad it made you turncoat.
Yeah, it made me a turncoat. But it's not as bad as. Oh God, no, it's kind of worse than this. I don't know. It's hard to say. Starship, knee deep in the hoopla. Are you cut? Oh my God. Oh.
No.
Wow.
I mean, come on.
I'd forgotten about that. Yeah.
How could you forget?
So bad. I think I put it out of my brain. God damn, what a far fall.
Mom.
It's an embarrassment.
Marconi plays the mambo.
And makes it to the fucking suck. Oh, you remember? They made it shitty.
That's
They
not what I'm
made it
saying.
shitty and it
That's not
ain't
what I-
rock
That's not what I'm
and
saying.
roll.
No.
How do you build any city on rock and roll?
It's a solid foundation. You clearly do not understand basic architecture and engineering.
with this
And engineering.
this crappy little bed of synths.
The flying
You do-
buttress of synths.
Synths are an excellent.
Tool for shit.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Ooh,
Okay.
this is good. Anything else?
Sarah isn't that bad, but that's relatively speaking. Okay, all right.
Oh, I forgot about Sarah.
So it's okay.
Yeah.
It's an okay song.
That's
I
an
mean,
okay song.
but it's nowhere near as bad as We Built the
Yeah.
City. But what else do we have? Oh, Theater of Pain, Motley Crue. Now, when that record came out, I talked in the last episode about being kind of in with all the people, going in and talking to the people in the record store, so I got promos and things. Well, when this came out, I didn't have to buy it. They gave me the promo for the record, and so I took it home and listened to it, and it was just like I literally listened to it once.
It's a bad album.
Yeah, it was
The
just
end.
crap. It
It's
was
just bad.
and that was it. Motley Crue were done for me. I mean, I loved the first album. I bought Shout at the Devil and I liked it. This record
Done.
completely killed Motley Crue for me. Like I
Agreed.
have not liked them ever since.
Agreed.
I haven't liked anything they put out since. I still like the stuff that I liked from previously, but yeah.
I like the song Dr. Feelgood. That's it.
That's a really strong
I really love
album.
that, yeah.
I like that album a lot.
I really like that song.
Well, the thing is that Vince Neil's voice has always been a bit of a liability.
You just have to kind of listen past it.
Even when
Listen past
Too Fast for Love was new and I was loving it, I was kind of going, well, the singer doesn't sound that great, but
Yeah.
I was kind of liking it in spite of that. And this is a good example of like people go, oh, this so and so's a great singer because they can hit these notes. Vince Neil can hit some crazy high notes, but that does not make one a good singer.
No, doesn't mean you sound good doing it.
You got to
yeah.
sound good doing it. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Twisted Sister, come out and play. A couple songs I like. Yeah, Leader of the Pack, come on.
I love their cover of Leader of the Pack.
And I mean, and that's the single that they put out.
That was a mistake. That was a
giant ass mistake. Like,
Yes.
boom. They basically took their career and went with that.
Well, that was D. D was out of his mind.
Yeah,
I think
he was out of
he's
his
admitted
mind.
that he was out of his mind.
And they
making
had
terrible
done the whole
decisions.
cartoon Twisted Sister thing with
Yeah.
Stay Hungry. They went even further in that direction
They
with this
shouldn't
album.
have done that.
Yeah,
like the video for Be Cruel to Your School is ridiculous.
And and that video is really, really awful, and it's only half as bad as the song. Man.
Did they bring what's his name back for that video?
Alice Cooper.
They got Alice Cooper in the video. Clarence Clemens is on sax on that. They got Brian Setzer on that.
What?
Now, if only they'd gotten somebody to write a good song for
I
them.
believe Billy Joel plays piano on it.
Come on.
I think so.
Shut
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, they got like a Long Island Hall of Fame on that.
It's like the
Long
fucking
Island
Gene
Hall of
Simmons
Fame.
78 solo album where they're like, let's put everybody in
Everything
there
in
and
there.
it'll be great. It'll be like We Are the World.
Kitchen
Yeah.
sink it. Wow.
Yeah, fuck
Yeah.
that shit. Okay, all right. AC/DC, Fly on the Wall.
Wrong.
That album is fucking terrible. Okay.
Wrong.
The songs are weak.
No.
Brian's voice sounds terrible.
No.
The way it is recorded sounds abysmal.
Fucking sounds amazing.
It sounds fucking.
out
His
of your-
voice sounds terrible.
Are you
on
out of
record.
that? The production of that album is fucking exceptional.
God awful.
That record sounds fucking enormous.
That record sounds like it's just like the bad reverb. But there isn't even a lot of. It's a lot of reverb, but it's a lot of bad.
Are you
harsh
fucking
reverb?
high? Are you actually high? Have you started actually using drugs?
I felt like it after I listened to that record. It felt necessary.
Fly on the Wall
is a terrible fucking record.
slaps.
And that fucking cartoon cover.
That record can get it.
Fly on the Wall.
Fly on the Wall fucks.
That record can get it.
My friend Sean used to call that album "Flow on the Wall" because of that fucking. Oh my god! If you know, yeah, that album's terrible. All right, but my number one worst of the year, David Hasselhoff with Night Rocker.
Oh, man.
Night Rocker. Do you remember Night Rocker?
I'm
Yeah, I
aware.
do.
Yeah, it's really bad.
I mean, dude, I don't even probably even need to go on
Get it?
about
Night
this.
Rider,
Isn't he like-
Night Rocker.
Wait. You
Isn't
don't
he
like
on-
this album?
He's like on. I think isn't he standing on the hood of a Trans Am?
Yes,
Yeah.
He's standing
Holding
on
a,
Kit
Yeah.
with like
I don't remember. It's not an Explorer. It's like an Explorer-shaped guitar, I think.
kind of It's kind of has like a
Maybe it's like a Hondo Explorer or some crap.
Hondo.
probably.
Yeah.
Probably. And he's holding it in this way that to where you know he's never
Definitely
held a
not.
guitar before.
Yes.
Yeah.
It
And
is
there's
somebody
like,
put that thing on him and he went, okay, what do I do with this?
and it's clearly there's like all smoke machines going and just
Yes,
yeah.
and yeah.
It's
and
a
he's trying to look
album.
sexy. He's like,
Yeah, it's a bad album. It is bad.
I love how he got shoved into doing it.
Did he? I thought he wanted to do that shit.
Yeah, but
well, he saw
his-
dollar signs.
Yeah, I mean, he saw
That didn't
dollar
come.
signs, obviously. But, like, certain people in his management team, they were like, I don't know if that's a really good idea because you're not really a professional singer, but okay.
All I know is that I remember going into Eucalyptus Records and seeing that, in the new release section next to this album. And looking at both of them and going, wow. Okay.
And you obviously you bought both.
XTC it is.
And I, which one should I buy?
Like, how does
Yeah.
one choose?
Yeah, David Hasselhoff, Night Rocker.
Yikes.
Corny.
Okay, and all right, that's it for our hate, right? That's it.
That's it.
Hate is
Okay,
over.
all right. We'll be right back after these messages.
unmistakable. It's a smooth bone aid. It makes a good time great. Don't think if they bull. Hey, let's order another bull. No one does it like the bull.
And that is how they make mayonnaise. Oh, wait, we're back.
Get the hell out of here. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Yeah. David Hasselhoff records. That's how they make mayonnaise. All right.
Like when kids poured their blood in the ink of the comic book, they put mayonnaise.
David Hasselhoff poured his mayonnaise in there.
Yum,
yeah.
yum. Get you some.
Okay. All right.
But anyway.
All right. Well, I believe it's time for us to get out of here. But before we do, it is time. Vintage photo time.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right, so here we have Crystal, or at least some of her, messing around with her Canon SLR camera, experimenting with making double exposures for an assignment for class. And that is her college roommate, Diane, in the background. Yeah, she speaks about Diane every once in a while on the episodes. Well, there she is. There's a face to go with the name. And this is me, all proud with my 1970 Gibson SG. Yeah, and my Twisted Sister t-shirt, if you look closely. Yeah, that Gibson SG, got that relatively cheap because the frets were absolutely destroyed. It was actually, that guitar was in terrible shape. It needed a fret job really bad, and ultimately it died because, well, the way most SGs died. I had it on a guitar stand, and it fell forward, and, well, all you guitar players, you know what happened from there. And this is Tommy with his little sister Erica. And Tommy says how they didn't get her into commercials and movies is beyond me. Okay, so that is Crystal and me and Tommy in 1985.
Oh, yeah.
All right. There you go. Wait.
Take two.
All right, there we go. Our pictures from 1985.
We're
getting cool.
Jesus,
very cool.
We're getting very, very, very
cutest
cool.
of the cute.
Yeah, we're night rocking.
Awesome.
Night rocking. All right, well, everybody, thank you for sitting this one out with us. And
Take two.
thank you everybody for sitting through this. And thank you everybody for subscribing.
Yes.
Unless you have not, in which case you should.
Get on
and
it.
If you do. That's right, ring the little bell for notifications, and comment and all that kind of stuff, and tell your friends that they need to come over to your place and watch it. Get it up on the big screen.
Oh, and dig the links at the bottom for my podcast, his old audio podcast,
And Tommy's channel.
Yeah.
And come back next week because we are going to be discussing our favorite albums of 1986.
Yeah.
All right, get ready to get your kicks in 1986. See you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.
All right.
Alrighty.
Oh
no.
Battery.
Oh, I didn't plug it in. Duh. You know what? That's all right. No, we're fine because I actually did.
It's right there.
I'm prepared. I just didn't plug it.
Huzzah!
All right.
Yeah.
He's plugged in his phone. He's plugged in his phone. Now he can keep on typing.
We properly 1985'd you?
Oh, I'm ready.
You're ready.
So, sort of.
I was born ready for this shit.
You were born in 1985, in a way. Spiritually. Spiritually, he was born in 85. Okay. A 3, a 2, a 1. All right!